Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, I can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sooners offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it on the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
There he goes. Past the 30. Touchdown, Sooner. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. All the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds as this offense had it cooking on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped.
Open space in the middle.
Oh!
He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finding open areas. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners are on the move.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Was to pass. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half. They'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Offense changing the play. To throw, it skips. And he dropped it, just didn't whip the thing all the way in. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Landry.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and puts one more on the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it up.
Turning it on! All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead to 13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. You put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
And
that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
It's complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Give to the running back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return. More important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Going for the big play. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Slides away. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wells. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Pulled and finds his man on the left. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been searching. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. He's got him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on! And gang tackle.
You never text me, wait. They sell cans and Coke waters and all
Mhm. It's always the store. She don't really go in. That's how that store is. You get no grocery store. They got everything like that.
They ain't had Coke waters. They like we wanted one. This girl was in there getting a shot. She had got like 3 shots.
Oh yeah.
Staying in that store and drink them.
Oh yeah, they doing it.
Yeah, you gotta drink them in the store, Jay.
They doing that. But that's because niggas run their mouth too much. And
I
they
guess
get,
that's why you gotta stand in there and drink it.
I know. Okay. Niggas just can't get their shot and be on their way.
This dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. And he gets back on top of it. Disaster.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Is what?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
Where is it?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes it past the marker. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season.
Imagine them dogs in the next all season with opposite.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Like 2018.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him.
Okay.
Out at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game.
I had a feeling
No
I
doubt
was
about it.
playing
When
a
you're
game.
up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
I have fun.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.